Nice. I like it. All right. Point 1. Life is insanely more complicated than I thought. This is about the fundamental misunderstanding of art that I believe that I held. Title slide. Junior year, my theater teacher had us memorize a definition of art, and it was like on the test. It was like a multiple choice question, what is art? And I was 16 and tired, so I didn't really question that. It wasn't like an authoritarian thing, but I did not take the time to develop my own definition. I didn't care. Yeah, no, I don't remember the teacher's definition of art. I can't even remember Plato's definition of art, and his opinion is supposed to be relevant. And nowadays, I'm too scared to add statements to my worldview. There's things I believe, obviously, but philosophical resume, just like a personal Bible, but it's just blank. Here's the definition of art that I like, and the definition of art that I subconsciously held in the past based off of my artistic habits.
Yeah, just talking about art doesn't make you an artist. How about you shut up and actually make something?
Hush. Neither of these definitions are going to be complete. So I think my definition of art used to be closer to propaganda. When I set out to make something, I calculated what I wanted to say and how I could actually use the principles of design to convince people that this was the correct worldview to have. And when I didn't feel like making propaganda, I would just make something like confusing or contrived or visually interesting, and it was either political art or art for art's sake, and there was no in between. I think that was pretty messed up. This view of art kind of jumps over like important questions. It goes straight to the function of the art, and it bypasses like an exigence. And it doesn't leave really any room for vulnerability. Why was this the way I thought about it? I think the answer is pretty much just high school. There was 2 types of projects. There was like ridiculous foundational exercises, which are important. You got to learn how to draw. And I always blew off the foundational projects as not real art, because the teacher would just let us act like a printer. How do you fit that into a coherent definition of art? And the second type of assignment, a prompt assignment, and even when we had to make our own prompt, it's very like, how does this piece accomplish its goal? This new definition. So let's get into it. Yeah, I'm not going to credit anybody with this definition. I think I'd be hard-pressed to come up with like any idea I've ever had that isn't just a mishmash of things I've already heard. And I didn't copy and paste it from anywhere. I did pull it out of my brain. If you think I've plagiarized it, feel free to sue me. Big slide. The new definition. Art is the filtration of reality by the artist from a point, either their perspective or a false one, into a representation to be consumed, theoretically, by, like, the audience. Audience isn't really, like, an operative part of this definition, or the definition I like. For now, they get to stay. I think my personal definition of art needs to include room for accidental art. And, I don't know, an interesting question to pose here might be, is art created by the artist or by the audience? And I'm not going to attempt to answer it because I don't want to.